or at least, not that it matters, but I'm going to feel pretty hopeless. Not that it matters in the grand scheme of things that I would feel hopeless.
Well,
I assure you, man, it matters in the grand scheme of things whether you feel hopeless.
okay, so Mitch, can I ask you a question? So you would hope or think in the eschaton that we would come to a point where we would be all-knowing like God?
I don't know if I would hope for that. I know a few things that I would hope for, but I don't know if I would hope for that.
Okay, well, I don't know. This might have been a private conversation when I was talking to Cal, and I don't bring this up very much because I don't know the utility of it for even like the question yet. I don't know if it could do more harm than good, but like I think there's scriptures. I think there's like one or a few scriptures where it says God is all powerful, and then there might be somewhere it says He's all-knowing. I'm not sure if there are, but then even still, I've kind of thought this for years, or entertained the thought. I'm not like sold on it, but I just question that. I was like, is God really all-knowing? Is He really all-powerful? And if so, in what way? And the way I've kind of come to understand it now, it's like, which is probably, heretical. No big deal. Not strange for me. But God, I would say God's all-knowing in the same way that you're all-knowing. It's not something complex. Like it's the same way you would have a kid and you would say, like, God knows the beginning from the end, right? So He knows, you only need to know one thing. Like and then you can be all knowing. Like you just know, I'm going to create this thing and I'm going to love it. And I know the beginning and I know the end. I know I'm loving it at the beginning and I love it at the end. And everything in between doesn't matter. Like, I mean, it does matter. It's not just completely arbitrary. But in a way, it doesn't, because it's just like, I know one thing, that God's love. I'm going to be love. I'm going to love this creation of mine in the beginning, at its outset, and in the end. And that's the lamb slain from the foundation of the world. I'm going to love it with my dying breath. I'm going to give my life for it. And that love is all powerful, and that love is all knowing. And so it's the same way. Like it's the same love that's, it's just, I don't think I've attained to that love, but I think that measure of love is, to me, that's how it works. It's like all the particulars and everything in between, and the whole story in between can almost just do what it wants, because it's held together by these two bookends of love. And those two bookends,
Sure.
I don't even know if you describe it as love, but whatever that is.
The stuff that happens in the between, at least practically, matters. It just matters because your urge to behave within the two bookends, and your urge to behave in a certain way, and so that leads me to believe that it matters. Your urge by the one who knows the beginning and the end to behave in a certain way.
It's also connected with the idea of truth, because truth in Hebrew is emet, and it starts with aleph the beginning, it ends with taf the end, and in the middle is 22 letters. You don't get a perfect middle, but one of the middle letters, mem, is in the middle, and there's a lot of interesting extrapolations from that, but the point is that and then that's also connect. So emet is actually derived from the root aman, which is connected with both amen, which means like I affirm that, or I believe that. But this idea of reliance, that like emunah is faith, but it's also reliance.
Man, I've got to go, guys. But I'll listen to you guys tomorrow. Mostly what I want to listen to is the Asherah's origin story, but
that's a long one.
Oh man, maybe sometime we'll get to it. But thanks for the conversation. I enjoyed it. Take care.
Take care.
Good seeing you, Mitch. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've got to
bow out shortly too, because I'm yawning a lot. Life.
All right. Well, I can end it in a bit then. Well, we've been going for 2 hours anyway, and I'm exhausted too. But
didn't do the end of an hour prayer to kind of let people escape. We're all out of practice. Yeah, we can.
All right. Yeah. Before we all head out.
Okay. All right.
Uh,
And I was
Uh,
what did I say about the nothing? Sorry, now I'm thinking of that sort of the good and evil pattern in the nothing was that good. Where I was reading, I think it was in Halakhic Man, but it may have been in something else I was reading related to that about God leaving space in creation for man to participate with him in creation. And so that to me says the middle of what you were describing has got to be important because it's really participatory.
Yeah, I wasn't trying. When I said it didn't matter, I wasn't. That was the wrong way to say it because I'm not saying it doesn't matter. I guess I was just saying like,
that's important.
yeah, I don't even know if that's the right way to describe it either. It seems that way, but it's because I guess like if you have I guess I was thinking in the context of if you have a child, you say I love the child from the day they're born to the day they die. It's like the beginning and the end, and everything in between does matter. Like whether if that child goes and just becomes a meth addict and destroys their life or something like that does matter, and that breaks your heart, and it's terrible. But at the same time, you know that that child is still held together by your love and always will be. And so it's a redeeming form of love and a resurrecting form of love that will hold that child together. So it's the stuff in the middle definitely does matter because you want the best for the thing you're loving, but it's at the end of the day like it's going to, I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's all I was trying to say. It's I don't know. It's the wrong way to say it, but
That's all right. Okay,
All
who's
right.
praying us out of here?
Jason, you're disqualified because you did the
You did
beginning
the
one.
opening. I know.
oh, I'm disqualified. Mitch ran away before we could make him do it.
Yeah. Ariel, do you want to do it?
Do what?
Do you want to
Concluding
say
prayer.
in this portion of it? You can keep talking after I go, but
Oh, I'm like I just woke up. I'm not good.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess it's me then, I guess.
go for it.
Okay. Lord, thank you for this time with friends in studying your word. Help us to understand your word, apply it, and participate in it. Help us to see its beauty and to follow it truly. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Help me to see its beauty. I need that. I need it. Sure. All right. Well, thanks so much for hopping on, everybody.
Yeah, it's good to meet Ariel.
Great.
Do you say Ariel
Yeah.
or how do you say your name?
Ariel, yeah, and I've been on before. It's been a while because I had 2 surgeries. I've had a rough year.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
sorry.
I hope you recover.
Yeah, I recently just broke my ankle. I got launched off a scooter by a pothole.
Man.
Oh,
All right.
thanks.
I'll see you.
But
Wow,
Have a
see
good
you,
one.
Andrew.
Hope it heals quickly.
Thanks.
All
Take
right.
care, everyone.
Yep.
Have a good one.
All right. You too. Have a good night.
You too. See you later.